We worked together with it was organized by the Storefront Gallery with different communities in New York, and they organized with us together the events. This was a movie evening, and here in this underneath the Manhattan Bridge, we organized a huge students workshop. We invited students from 4 different architectural universities from New York, like Pratt, Columbia, City University, and Cooper Union, and they got the task to design a kind of project for this space, and this called Iron Designer. And in the end, the professors and we had the jury, and there was a winner. And then there's another small movie I'd like to show, and this is shows how we acted in New York. This is underneath the Brooklyn Queens Express Highway, where we hosted citizens workshop. You will see it later. This guy, he's a poetry slammer out of the neighborhood. Slammer, yeah. And they came in the end. We wanted to build up the thing, and a group of 5 slam poets came and asked us if they can, yeah, just.
And I can feel you. Feel good. Toes sticking to your light like Velcro, branding and dancing to the bottom of my heel. So I'm gonna try to walk away. At least your footprints can remind you of what we're doing here. See, I need you close. So close that the connection in our eyes become the bridge to our bravery. Savoring every moment and every sweet kissing. Melodies playing in tune to what we doing and where we going, and that's heaven. On billows of lips of wings, cracked by the shell of our kisses, and the light from your halo reaches out his hands like the shadows of noon, gripping my wings and suspending me into the air. Feet dangling up the cliff of your bed as if I'm that person lying now. And my fingers cry because we are now too far from friendship. Evaporated emotions are so high up that the air is thin and cold and confused and freezes every element of our friendship, crashing down into the core of your bed like a meteor, completely obliterating everything around us. Now it's just me and you kissing, cuddling on the back of our wings, and you decide to stand in the stance of the queen. So I kneel at your feet, proposing planets to the glow of your halo, solely rocking solar systems, soul necklaces, kissing past Pluto, just passion right here. And yeah, I'm right here, dancing Africa tradition.
Okay, I stopped the video here because it must.
Because I told you so.
Yeah, because John told me I have to continue. I was asked by Kyung to show this project. It's called Hotel Neustadt. We developed this project in 2003 in a city called Halle Neustadt. Halle Neustadt is a visionary socialistic city idea which they started to build in the 60s. It's a high-rise building, monoblock city which they built next to the old town of the city of Halle, in the no man's land. I will be fast now. I have to be fast now. Yes, I see I'm 33 minutes now.
Yeah.
I need 10 more minutes. Okay. It's a worker city. It was built for the huge GDR chemical industry, and more than 30,000 people went every day with a train to the chemical industry. Leuna, Buna, I don't know if you know this from the past. And they invented a special type of dwelling. It's called a P2. It's the name of the type. It's serial concrete plates, and it was very easy to build it fast up, and with a low variety to change the cuts of the apartments. Also the furniture they were able to build in a series because because you have always the same measures of the wall, and so you could produce a lot of shelves of the same shelves and so on. The problem after the unification, it collapsed because the chemical industry is producing more but with less employees. So before the unification, 35,000 people worked in the chemical industry, and now only 3,000 people are working there, producing more. So this is the problem. And since 1989, where it was nearly 100,000 inhabitants, it shrinked until now. I think it's 40,000. We worked there we started our work from in Neustadt from 2002 until 2006, 2007 on different fields. We started in commission of the city to design a urban vision for this problematic, for this part of the city, and we combined it also with this big event, and we made a Neustadt guide for tourists and also little workshops with citizens, planning workshop. But I will only show the hotel project, the big event we did. We started the project in the inner city at the main station of this city, and we just, with a little change of the word. Normally it calls Halle, the name of the city. Neustadt means new town, and from out of Halle we made Hallo, means hello, hi, and center of this district was where this. You only see 4, but they had 5 of these high-rise buildings. They called City Crown. Was proud of Neustadt in the beginning, and they are all empty. They are all still empty. And in the first one, we invented a hotel, a temporary hotel we built with teenagers. A partner of us, collaborator, was a theater, children and youth theater, and the year before we made a big project with children inside of the old city, and then we asked us what we can do for the youth, and we decided to go to Neustadt because in the back you see the old town. There you have a lot of things: a gallery, an opera, what is this? A theater, a big festival of Handel. Handel is a composer, a famous German composer. Puppet theater, cinemas. The German Cultural Foundation, very important, is funding all of our projects the most. And in Neustadt you have nothing left, because a lot of infrastructure collapsed because of the shrinking, and so we thought it's also a problem for the teenagers because they don't have a future. You know, they are there without orientations, no perspective. So we wanted to do a big project to create a possibility for them to generate their own creativity and visions. And what is we use the hotel because it's a multi-layered thing. You can do a lot of things by developing and creating a hotel. So this is the main square of Neustadt, how it was in the beginning. You see the empty high-rise building there in the block, and next this is a new shopping mall they built in the center. And just to give you an imagination, the train station and the hotel, new shopping mall. Next to this high-rise buildings there was the old socialistic shopping mall, nearly abandoned, and in the middle the Neustadt Square, and then we started appropriating the train station. So all the infrastructure rooms were abandoned inside of the train stations, and there you see Far East. We called it Far East because East Germany, it was kind of was a word game. We opened up a project office in a former Chinese restaurant, and here you see a picture of the platform underneath. In the 60s, it was the longest platform of Europe, 400 meters long, because a lot of people used it, but now it's just, if you are there and in the end the train is stopping, only 2 wagons, you cannot reach it because it's too far. Here you see the condition, how it was in the beginning. We transformed this former Chinese restaurant into an office and also into a kind of event space where we wanted to get in contact with the teenagers. On top, in the old office rooms, we moved in. We built our own model of living because we also wanted to discuss with the teenagers about the future of living, how they like to live in the future. And then we had this little Trabant emergency car, and we went to the schools, talked with them.